We have just saw the Chinese President Xi Jinping has just touched down in Manila and starts a state visit to the country, the first ever paid by Chinese President to the Philippines in 13 years. And as our reporter Barnaby just said, this trip is expected to further boost bilateral ties. Infrastructure forms a very key part of those close ties between China and the Philippines, and top countries' leaders are said to witness the signing of a deal on the 600-kilometer railway project, which will run from Manila to Matnog in Sorsogon, with stops at 9 major stations along the way. Once completed, it will cut travel time between the capital Manila and the port city of Legazpi down to less than 5 hours, enhancing connectivity between the Southern Tagalog and Bicol regions. CGTN's Barnaby here again on how millions stand to benefit from the project.
Commuting in the Philippine capital, Manila, notorious for the bumper-to-bumper traffic and inefficient public transport. For those who live and work along the Philippine National Railway, or PNR's route, however, the stress can be a little less. But these trains serve only a fraction of the city's population.
Well, this is the first time I'm riding a Philippine National Railway train. And I have to say, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but obviously it's not the most modern. It runs at a slow pace. It runs only every half an hour or sometimes by the hour. But most importantly, it doesn't go too far.
Having been neglected by government for so long, these trains now service only the metro area. But they did used to travel hundreds of kilometers south of Manila. The last stop, not far from Francis Carag's hometown in the Bicol region. But he's only ever taken the bus.
Sobrang hirap po kasi po yung traffic.
The journey is long and difficult. You get to the bus station with no guarantee that you will have a seat. Even when you do get a ticket, buses are usually packed. The entire journey is 17 hours.
Francis is hopeful, though, that the current government, led by President Rodrigo Duterte, would make good on its promise. As part of a massive infrastructure push, it plans to revive the PNR's Bicol Express.
I say reconstruction because unlike previous efforts where we were just trying to rehabilitate the older service, the current effort to revive it together with our Chinese partners is really to build a practically new connection.
China isn't just bankrolling the project. It's also providing technical expertise.
China has rolled out the most massive railway network in the last 2 decades compared to all other railway jurisdictions out there. And that recent experience in rolling out that really extensive railway network is what we are tapping into.
If and when the new Bicol Express becomes a reality, travel time for Francis when going home to his family may be cut in half. The country's railways chief also assures economic activity generated by the project's construction will benefit Filipinos. Barnaby, CGTN, Manila.